Here at Belmont, we are known for having a community that is very dedicated and passionate about the art of music. As I'm sure many of you are as well, I'm a member of this community. I've been playing guitar for many years and am crazy about music in general. However, I'm not here to talk about myself. What I'm here to talk about is the Red Hot Chili Peppers and how you could make any argument and I would not be convinced that they are not the greatest band of all time. Let me explain. These guys have arguably the greatest chemistry of any band that's ever existed. They have a span of every genre that you can conceive of and a spectrum of emotions and depth to them that I just can't seem to find in any other band. Let me go more in depth here. These guys have had very hard, difficult lives, and they've overcome some incredible obstacles. And you can hear this come through in their music, and that's what I find so amazing about them. Anthony, their lead singer, grew up in a very unhealthy environment. When he was young, his father was a huge partier in LA, was known throughout like the Sunset Strip and all these places. And when Anthony was only about 12 or 13, he got into very hard drugs. He was doing cocaine, heroin, having sex with crazy women. When he was about 15 years old, doesn't exactly sound like the perfect environment to be raising a child in. Flea, their bass player, came from a very similar background of pain and struggle. His father left them at a very young age, and he had to move from Australia, his hometown, into LA, where his mother moved in with another musician who was an abusive father, an alcoholic, had a serious drug problem, and Flea roamed out to the streets to find refuge and try to find home, and he eventually found that refuge in drugs as well. Their first guitar player, Hillel, was friends with Anthony and Flea and actually invited them to join and start the band. However, tragedy struck them at a very young age. Hillel died of a heroin overdose, unfortunately, and this pain had a lasting and permanent impact on Flea and Anthony that would cascade throughout their music for the rest of their lives. Their next guitar player, John Frusciante, he joined the band when he was about 18 years old and was quickly wrapped up into the worlds of sex, drugs, rock and roll. He became a heroin addict, was doing countless amounts of drugs, and almost died multiple times. He ended up leaving the band because of his addictions, and he couldn't get off any of the stuff for like 5 years. However, despite all of these obstacles, this band came together because of a love of music and a love of the band, and continued to persevere forwards and overcome these demons that they were so damaged by and controlled by. They somehow managed to persevere through because of their love for music and because of the love for their band. And I challenge anybody here to go listen to their top 10 on Spotify and tell me you're not hearing an absolute banger. It's just the way it is. They're pretty undeniable. They're mind-blowing. And the beautiful thing about this whole thing is that you get to hear the transformation that they go through as you listen to the progress of their albums. You listen to the struggles that Anthony and Flea have to go through as their guitar player dies, the pain that they express through their music. And you get to hear them finding more joy in life despite the fact that these terrible things have happened. You get to understand that despite all these terrible things that have happened, they still found something redeemable and beautiful about life, and they expressed it through their music. I'm just so fascinated that any band could document their lives so well and document the troughs and crests of their lives in such a magnificent way. Thank you.